Stop the recording at the end of the episode?
I don't know.
Is it working? Hello?
Help!
I feel like I did something weird, guys.
Help.
But I think that episode was definitely recording, so maybe we just left off along a pause at the end. I don't know.
Hey, Victor's not gonna
Anyways,
edit it to find out, though.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck editing Digibros. What do I look like, some kind of tool? I don't make money off this shit. Besides people giving me a Nintendo Switch.
I was gonna say.
Mario Odyssey coming soon.
10 days.
10 day.
In 10 days.
In
until
10
Mario
days. It
Odyssey.
might already be out by the time this shit comes out.
That's true. Because we still have a bit of Luigi's Mansion coming out.
Yeah, we have quite
right
a bit
now.
of Luigi's Mansion.
Hope you guys are enjoying the Halloween spooktacular.
Yeah, it's been quite spooky.
The
quite
oracular
fucking
spooktacular.
spooky. Oh my god.
The Scorpulantula is really kicking our ass today.
Yeah, the Scorpulantula has had it with me. It's fucking
He's
shit up.
sick of your shit.
He's talking shit. He's
He heard
flinging shit.
that you were talking shit.
He doesn't give a
and
single
you didn't think that I would
fuck.
hear it.
Alright, so I've got to go. Oh my god.
You're gonna fucking die again.
This is a fucking nightmare. How did I beat this game as a child? What?
Are you having a waking nightmare?
Oh yeah, I gotta use save states.
Yeah. Then you don't have to use all your
So
fucking
I have to
orbs
fucking
and
click
shit.
because my keyboard's way over there. Load state. Slot 0. Hey, it works! I can cheat! I'm a cheater! Just like Kirito!
You're just like Kirito.
Yes, I can play the game just like Kirito,
being
and
a
I
real
can
beater.
cheat. I'm a beta.
It's beta.
Oh, oh! I hit it back into his mouth.
Nice.
So I just gotta stab him in the face, and then he can't,
And then
he
he
can't
can
shoot his
smack the
fireballs
shit
at
out of
me.
you.
Yeah, and then he smacks the living fuck out of me, which does a lot more damage than the fireballs.
Nice.
There's just no dodge, man. I want to play Bayonetta. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can dodge. I just gotta hold R and
There's
hit
no
the
dodge.
buttons.
Oh wait, yeah there is. JK.
The game didn't explain how to play.
It's not like you would have listened
Ow!
to the fucking tutorial anyway.
It fucking decks my shit.
Yeah, it does.
God, the spider. Ah!
Oh!
Ah! What's the button? I need to be able
Devil
to
May
do
Cry.
the F
Harder
button.
than Dark Souls?
Don't imply that anything is harder than Dark Souls, Hope. Dark Souls is the hardest game.
You're right, I'm sorry.
All
I
right.
won't ever say such a thing again.
So here's a topic that I'm taking from Conrad's Stardew Valley playthrough or so. Shut the. What are you doing?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Anyways, so I don't remember what it was that Conrad was talking about when he talked about this,
Yeah?
but him and May were talking about things you saw as a kid that woke you
Yes.
and like you know. Opened your eyes to some shit. And I wanted to ask you first, you know, what's something you saw as a kid? I should have brought this up earlier and let us think about it, because I don't, like, have anything to say. I just wrote it down as a topic.
God,
I didn't prepare anything that woke me
you
as a child. Oh my god.
prepare to share with
this
the
game
class?
is fucking hard as shit.
He now just has the keyboard in his lap so he can immediately
Yeah, how
all
do I do
into
it?
our save state.
How do I hit the button?
I don't know.
Where the hell is the fin? There we go.
There
Okay.
you go.
Holy shit, I suck at this. Wow. Maybe I need the save state, like, at the end of the boss. Like, when I get into the boss fight. Here, I'll hit F1 here. So that's the save now, so I can start at the cutscene every time.
Nice. Good plan there, pal.
I'm gonna, you know, focus a little bit. See, let's read his patterns, his find his moves.
Just like
Okay, I can
Dark
hit the ball into his mouth,
Souls.
then I get a couple free hits, but then he gets me with his claws.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a matter of getting in, getting some hits, and then getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
'Cause he's gonna fuck your shit.
Oh!
Oh!
I can only really hit it back with the stabby attack.
Great.
He doesn't telegraph that super well.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, fuck. Eh.
It is really... It's so strange, because I know I beat this boss as a kid. So
It just
it's
seems
hard,
really
it's so
hard,
weird
right?
To think that,
It seems
a hard boss.
pretty hard compared to like what you think you could beat as a kid. It's just like fucking my shit up. Good lord. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh no. I hit save instead of save thing.
Oh no. Well.
God, gay! Fuck!
Fucking rip.
Damn it!
Fucking
I
rip.
broke the back! Shit! Shit!
Shit indeed.
I lost the yellow orb. Alright, so, do you know anything you saw as a kid that woke you, that exposed your young mind to a truth about the world?
Truth about the world.
Yeah, anything, you know, that challenged your Christian perspective?
Victor, I was surrounded by support for Christianity as a child. There
Yeah,
was
so
nothing
what was
to
the first
challenge
thing
it.
that challenged it, though? Like, something had to come along and challenge it at some point. That's why I figured you would have more on this than I did. So I feel like I was
honestly-
always kind of randomly woke by everything throughout my childhood, you know?
I honestly, just never enjoyed religion. I always just did it because my parents told me to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was ever that about it. So by the time I was old enough to, like, decide what I wanted to do, I was just like, fuck this. I'm done. This is dumb. Especially because it had so much content that I didn't really agree with.
Yeah.
Especially about how women should be treated. And I was just like, this is stupid. I don't fucking buy this.
You were right.
But I had to tolerate it because, you know, I was a kid.
Yeah, but what showed you the way of, like, oh, this isn't how things actually are in the world, you know?
Just living life, man.
Oh my god. This thing is fucking
Yeah,
my
this thing
shit.
is obscene.
What the fuck? It's just like armored everywhere. Well, I guess you could have beat it as a kid playing on easy mode. I don't think I played on easy mode when I beat this game. Because it does suggest easy mode, and I'm sure you would have taken that route, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I don't think I played this on easy mode. Fuck. But it is certainly, wrecking my shit.
Yeah.
On normal mode.
But I don't really think there was any, like, one thing that I saw where I was just like, oh, whoa, Jesus
My
is
mind is
alive.
open.
I was just kind of like, I had been sick of it for a long time, and then by the time I could make my own decisions, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm out. Bye.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a gradual development in life, you know? It wasn't even like getting out of Christian school or anything, so I didn't get out of Christian school till my senior fucking year.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things that I gradually developed throughout life. I didn't, like, watch a TV show and be like, oh my god, I see the light! It was just like, yeah, this is stupid.
I feel like that's generally how it is. Like, there's no there's never a piece of media that, like, opens your eyes or something.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like you learn about things as you progress through life.
Because that's
and then,
how a normal human works, is you learn as you grow.
Here we go. Now I'm fucking this shit up.
You kind of, you know, you experience things in life and you work through those things in your brain and you decide, do you agree with them or do you disagree? And that's how you know, form an educated opinion about what you think about the world.
I feel like having watched South Park my whole life, I was just like exposed because I was sitting there watching South Park and I'm like, everything I see in South Park, like the moral at the end of the story, I'm always like, yeah, you know, you're right, that makes sense. That's the obvious common sense thing to me, you know. Generally, I agree with everything they have to say about the world, and I'm like, yeah, this is obvious. But I'm like, well, it can't be obvious to most people, or else it wouldn't be a problem. You know, they'd have nothing to criticize unless people actually thought this way. So I'm like, do I just agree with everything they say because I've watched South Park my whole life and like I obviously live in the same like gray zone mentality they do? Because they're not.
Well,
it's not particularly like liberal or conservative either.
Let me,
like they have different viewpoints on everything.
I guess let me give you some perspective on that. Because you know that growing up, I never watched South Park.
Yeah.
I was always taught that like South Park was super hyperbolic, like liberal fucking propaganda.
But it's not.
So that's what I'm saying. Let me give you perspective on that because We literally just started watching South Park this year. And when we first started watching it, I was like, yeah, alright, whatever. I expected it very much to be what I grew up being told it was, which is like propaganda. And I would watch
it. It's funny to think of South Park as propaganda,
but that's always what I was
the entire idea of it is that it's satire and not propaganda, you know?
But that's always what I was told. Is like, it's liberal propaganda, it's stuff to make you, you know, believe that conservatives are stupid and shit like that. And then, like, watching the episodes at first, I was kind of like, yeah, cool, whatever. But then, like, the more we watched of it and the deeper we got into it, I was just like, it makes some fucking salient points. It makes some really good points. Yeah, it makes
incredible points because it's gray.
Like
it's
it's
morally
very
gray.
Much. It tends to be pretty in the middle.
It like a lot of the times it's more conservative than it is liberal.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really recognize growing up because I didn't really know the difference. But now I'm kind of like, you know, they make some stuff that liberals would be pretty against. They make fun of liberals a lot.
They
you
do.
know? Like, the episode about Obama, where it seems like everyone's celebrating Obama, is definitely making fun of everyone who celebrated Obama. You know? It's calling them the naive idiots.
Yeah.
And it's making fun of both sides. It's just less obvious that they're making fun of Obama.
Right. To a child, I could see how that would be less obvious.
Yeah.
But even, like, the episode where they talk about smoking and how big tobacco isn't necessarily the bad guy. I was like, oh my god, I never thought of it that way. Because you're always so ingrained to believe that big tobacco is the bad guy.
I think that's why I'm so locked on the idea, because we just watched this documentary about how GMOs aren't evil, and like Monsanto's been misrepresented by all these documentaries, and then it turns out, you know, they have the agenda of promoting Whole Foods and stuff, and it's like, yeah, because it's the same thing with the tobacco company. It's like, who is the person providing the money for the anti-tobacco campaign?
Exactly.
You know, someone has an agenda. There's an agenda behind
that?
Everything. So it's like they want to point at these guys and say they're the bad guys, but no one is the good guy. You know.
Everyone has an agenda, right?
Everyone has an agenda. Nothing is black and white. Everything is gray, and that's where South Park comes in. And that's what they like to point out, because they look at the person yelling the loudest and say, "All right, how are they wrong?" You know,
right? And I thought that was very interesting. I mean, you know, that's not a woke experience, but it's a very like, oh, this show is actually probably one of the most fair depictions of multiple different issues that I've ever seen, and it's a satire show. It's amazing that I was just told from the time I was, like, a child that it's propaganda, and it's, like, one of the most fair, level-headed representations of a lot of different issues.
That's what they work to do, because satire can't have a bias, you know? Like, or else it's not true satire, and it's not, like, commenting on all of the problems in society if it's choosing a side, you know? Then it's not constructive.
Yeah.
Because then it has an agenda, and it has to be, you know, in the middle. It has to be unbiased in order to, like, thrive as satire.
But yeah, that's a unbiased person's perspective on South Park.
I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you see that light in it that even I, growing up liberal, hadn't completely recognized, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, there are definitely still people out there that view it as being like propaganda, and definitely leaning towards the liberal end of things.
Just because it's media, and therefore it is liberal propaganda.
It's true. All media is libtard propaganda. 100% factual. I can assure you.
It's kind of like with King of the Hill, where I always thought it was supposed to be making fun of conservatives and rednecks and stuff, but then, like, some of the time it points out how those people are right. And, like, they turn out to be the good guy in the end, and it does have a conservative message, and it's like, okay, this isn't, like, this is pretty gray zone, you know? It's not saying
fair.
that all conservatives are idiots or anything. Like, it's observing the culture as it is. Good lord, this is tough.
Yeah, this battle is intense.
This is fucked. I could probably do it better if I was paying more attention, but I got pretty impassioned because I love South Park. I've loved it my whole life. I'm glad it ages ridiculously well.
It is. It's so hard to tell that an episode was made like 13 years ago,
everything
but it still
after
feels so relevant.
Everything after like season 3 still feels like the same like
it feels so
content style.
applicable.
Yeah,
to even
it's
modern
applicable,
times.
and the way they animate it, it never looks old because it always looks the same. Like you
Right.
can see the subtleties and like how
yeah,
they
there's
do
subtle
more,
differences and improvements.
They do more background
But-
details, and now all the backgrounds are always on a slanted angle so that it like has more depth and stuff. But it's still
But
the
it's
same
not like
style,
going back
you
and
know?
watching an American cartoon from like the
Yeah.
early 2000s and then watching a cartoon now and being like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that didn't age well.
The old ass episodes feel like they could have been made today, and the subject matter is still the fucking same because nothing changes in this fucking society. It's only escalated in like how extreme we react.
Yep.
Like that's the only difference between an episode of South Park then and an episode now is that people weren't as violent in the early 2000s and late 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Like, now it's just gotten more violent and more screaming, and the internet's been introduced. But other than that, the problems are still the fucking same thing, you know?
Exactly.
And why wouldn't they be? It's only been 20 years, you know, in the grand
In the grand
scheme
scheme
of
of
the
things.
world. Like, 20 years is
That's
no
not that
time at all.
long.
How would all of our problems be solved in 20 years? I'm glad I got on this rant, because I did want to talk about us rewatching South Park and how that's been, and, how I like South Park and how it's still incredibly culturally relevant.
It is really funny because we'll be watching an episode of South Park from like 7 or 10 years ago.
Every time we
and
go,
something happens,
"Whoa!"
and Victor will be like, "Whoa! Did South Park predict whatever current cultural event is going on right now that relates to the episode?"
They literally predicted the what would happen to Miley Cyrus in their episode about Britney Spears. And it's just like, yeah, because it's all obvious, because this shit all goes in cycles. Wow,
Yeah.
he like grabbed me and
Oh,
murdered
and
me
he
to
fucking
death.
run!
Ah! He ate Dandy!
Ain't no coming back from that.
Good lord. I want to switch back to my
It's
guns.
a good ass thing we're using save states. Otherwise, we'd
Yeah.
be fucked.
This is fucking ridiculous. How is this so difficult?
It's impressively difficult.
Oh my god. This is a hashtag harder than Dark Souls, hashtag harder than Cuphead.
Harder than Cuphead, yes, for sure.
I forgot how fucking intense the bosses are. Oh my god. And the fucking Devil May Cry 3 has even more intense bosses. Oh, really all I need to do is keep dodging and fucking stabbing, and I keep like
Dodge
trying
and
to get
stab,
extra
dodge
hits in
and
to speed
stab.
it up, and I don't know why I'm doing that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be panning out terribly well.
Like, he does like power down sometimes if I get a good hit in.
Yeah, that's true.
So
but
I need to just
you
be
take
like
a big
waiting
risk doing
for
it.
when he's powering down.
Powering down. I like that phrase. Powering down. He's gotta take a little nap.
See, now he's
Yeah.
down, so I can get him a few times.
And
And
then
he
he
wakes
can
up and like
shoot you
immediately
immediately.
blasts. Fucking fire blasting like Charlie. This would be a neat Pokemon, like a flame spider. There are enough
Yeah.
spider Pokemon that
He's
aren't
a
like
scorpion.
bugs. What the holy shit? He like impaled me on his thing. That
his
hasn't
tail?
happened before. He's got so many different
He has a
animations
lot
I
of
haven't seen.
attacks. That's true.
It's pretty cool.
He is a cool dude.
Yeah.
With a bad
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I'm trapped in camera
Nice.
hell.
Like I said, you're fighting two bosses.
Ah.
Oh.
Alright. So South Park is pretty woking.
South Park is woke as fuck.
What else? Woke
What woke
media.
you to being a fur fag, Victor?
Oh, probably My Little Pony. You know.
That's true.
I don't know what
I-
made
that
you
was
a
obvious.
furry. Well, Sonic the Hedgehog, I think, is what initially woke everyone to wanting to fuck animals. You know.
True.
I think that's pretty much even you with Knuckles. Hope
Don't
had
judge me.
Hope had a thing for Knuckles growing up, so even Hope wanted to fuck animals. You know, all the boys wanted to fuck Rouge, all the girls wanted to fuck Knuckles,
I don't think every girl wanted to fuck
all
Knuckles.
the
I think that
autisms
was-
wanted to fuck Sonic.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. The autistic kids wanted to fuck Sonic.
No one likes Sonic unless they're fucking mentally handicapped, dude. Like,
true.
even as a kid, I kind of thought Sonic was a douche. You know, when Shadow was around, and Sonic's like, and Shadow's like, yeah, I'm a badass. You're like, alright, cool. I'm the coolest.
I'm the coolest.
This is the guy for Victor.
Shadow. Oh! He just auto murdered
Oh, my
you.
controller's doing that vibrate thing. Oh, no,
Fuck.
it's done.
That
Okay,
shit,
it
okay, I was
stopped.
gonna say that shit sucks.
Every time I think it's easy, he starts shooting lava and stuff. And then
Victor,
I'm just
what
like,
Sonic
oh.
girl did you like?
Rouge, dude. She was the only Sonic girl. Well,
Amy's a Sonic
Amy
girl.
is cuter and stuff, but like she doesn't get any screen time and she's annoying.
That's
so,
very true.
Like
Amy
Rouge
is
is someone with boobs. So like that's for a little kid you care more about the boobs.
You get the tits. You get the guy.
Remember, like I didn't like Rouge, but she still had
she
tits.
She doesn't
so,
seem like your type. For the type
so
for child,
it's
Victor.
still like attractive.
It was still a bat. It's
got tits.
BYF.
Dead.
It's a BYF.
It's a B-doof?
A bat you'd fuck.
Oh yeah, bat you'd fuck.
Exactly.
A B-doof,
Okay, everybody in the comments section, please B-doof. Please tell us what your fur-fag awakening was.
Which animal did you first want to fuck when you were a child? Which anthropomorphic thing did you want to stick your dog in?
Or you wanted them to stick your dong in you for the 8% female viewing audience.
Oh, true. 8% female audience. Let us know which animal you wanted to fuck you. Which cartoon animal was your first boner?
This is important stuff.
It is. It's very important.
We're learning about each other here on Digibros.
This is what you need to know about a person if you want to be in a relationship. You need to know which
you have to know what Sonic
character
they wanted to fuck.
By. Was Rouge the Bat the first anthropomorphic character that I ever would have had sexual thoughts about as a child?
Were there others?
That's what I'm thinking. Like I can't think of like what anthropomorphic furry things were before Sonic the Hedgehog. That had like tits and stuff. Maybe like wasn't there a bunny in Space Jam or something?
Lola Bunny?
Yeah, maybe that. I don't know.
Like,
but I might have been too young when Space Jam came out to like think about sex in that way.
I don't know. They sexualized her pretty hard.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't have been looking for it.
I guess.
Like I would have been turning the other way and tuning that out as a child.
We were pretty young when Space Jam
pretty
came
damn
out,
young.
so it's possible for sure.
I mean, there's human characters like Misty, I think Misty is a lot of people's first cartoon crush.
Did you like Misty?
Of course I like Misty, come on.
Wow.
Misty was the girl character in the show. Hope. Misty was the girl character. Like, who else was there to like in Pokemon besides Misty? She was the only one. You get
There's
Stockholm
other
syndrome.
fucking female cartoon girls in the world.
Pokemon 1? Like,
no, but
that's what I'm saying.
There's
she
other
was
cartoons
the girl.
on TV.
You know what?
What?
Black Arachnia from Beast Wars.
What?
Or the Falcon Girl.
What?
My save thing's not working.
What?
Oh, did I click off of it or something? No. It's no! I can't save the thing.
Oh,
Did I hit the wrong button? Did I hit F2 on accident and now I can't fucking save state? Ah, shit. Did I somehow save on this screen? Fuck me.
Oh, well, we can't fuck up again.
The game punished me. Fuck. Getting kind of close. Are you looking at Black Arachnia? No. Oh, God.
Okay, I was like,
Black
what?
Arachnia. She's the robot. Here, hold on.
So you wanted to fuck a robot?
Yeah, there you go. She's got tits, dude.
That thing is horrible.
Well, that's a bad picture of her, but she had like the sexy voice and she was like the seductress and stuff.
That's pretty
I don't know
bad.
that I wanted to fuck Black Arachnia though.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like literally like 4 years old.
Yeah, but you were like
you were
talking about her tits and stuff, so
I don't know. I might have had a crush on the Falcon one. Oh God, my camera's dying.
Oh shit.
How much time are we at?
Spider.
Oh, 23 minutes, perfect. All right, next time on Digibros, we're gonna beat the
Victor
fucking spider
fucks Black
'cause my camera's
Arachnia
gonna
next
die.
episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck Black Arachnia.